is a reply to Sheila. She's a viewer with a question here. She says, "Hi Adam, I'm an American from Boston, but I own a small apartment in the town of Sartiano in southern Tuscany. I have a gas heating stove, a Radiance manufactured by Vermont Castings. It works very well, but the piezo device that makes the spark has broken, and I can find no one here who seems to be able to replace it. Do you think the part that needs replacement is like that Home Depot unit you showed in your other video, or do I need the entire unit sold by Vermont Castings? This heating stove is the only heat in this apartment, and I have a visitor coming who has recently had surgery. Please let me know, thank you." All right, well, Sheila, let's take a look at how this fireplace works, because I don't have access to that specific model. I've looked it up and I found the manual online. I'll put a link to that in the description. But they all kind of work the same, and they have a lot of the same parts. So I noticed on yours, the parts are underneath, just like this one. So this is the piezo igniter here, the starter. So when I push this button, you'll hear the click. And that's going to send an electric charge all the way up in underneath those logs and ignite the pilot, which stays lit the entire time until you turn off the gas here. So I've noticed that this igniter actually looks a lot like the model that you need. I don't know if it's an identical match, but looking from the manual, I noticed that this is very similar to yours. I put a link in the video description on Amazon. You can check this out if you want to get that kind. It does also look like, yeah, I would guess that any igniter is going to fit that little wire connection in the back. You just pull that little wire straight backwards and it'll disconnect from this. The problem is if you get a different style, it might not fit inside this little piece of metal here, this hole. So you might still want to get an exact match. An alternative, let's say you need the part now and it's going to take a while to get to you because I know you're in Italy. There's another way to light this. You can just do this by hand, light the pilot by hand. So I'm going to come in here, and I noticed this fireplace is horrible. Nothing's labeled at all. So let me take a minute, refer back to these cards and find out. There must have been a sticker or something here. I painted some labels on with a toothpick and nail polish. It's strange though that they went to the trouble of printing the instructions on aluminum sheets. They went to that trouble, but they didn't label those. Interesting. So taking a look at these labels, you have off. If you push it in a little bit, you can turn it to P for pilot, and push it in a little bit more and turn it to on. You can see there's a little arrow on the side. I painted that on as well. Okay, so that's that one. This is just high and low, and the arrow indicating what position you're in is at the bottom there. See, it's all the way at low. Turn it up to high. This one has these little clips there, and we can take off the glass. And Sheila, I think on yours, you have clips on the top here that you'd flick to get the glass off. We're gonna put this on the lowest setting here, and follow the instructions that you have. They're gonna take you through all the safeties, like if you smell gas, you know, don't proceed or anything like that. We're gonna put this to P there. Actually, the gas is off now. You can see that the handle crosses the pipe. That means it's off. This works with water pipes as well. So if I turn this and it's parallel with the pipe, that means the gas is gonna flow through. So now I need to hold this down like that. And you can hear the gas, okay? All right, so I'll light a match here, and I'm going to hold down this button right here. It's on P for pilot. So I'm gonna hold it down, you'll hear the gas. Okay. So you're supposed to hold it down for a little while, and then turn it to the on position. Oh, didn't work. Let's try it again. You're supposed to hold it down longer than that. Let's try it. Okay, let's see what the instructions say. Hold down the knob for 1 minute. I did probably less than 10 seconds. So let's hold it down for 30 seconds. Hopefully this nail polish is dry by then. It's going to be on my thumb. Okay, let's see if this works. There we go. So it's lit. So you don't really need this sparkler. Now I can turn this to on, and that's just going to keep it in the lit pilot setting. So whenever you want to use it, you just turn on your switch wherever it is, based on your model. So anyway, I hope that helps. You never want to run this with this open. You don't breathe in the fumes from this gas. Not good for you, okay? So as you can see, it's not that hard just to remove the glass and light it by hand. You might want to clean the glass as well, since you're going to be in there anyway. But if you're wondering if you have to light it by hand every single time, the answer is no. Once you turn it into the on position, this little knob down there, this pilot stays lit the entire time. So this fireplace lights just by a little wall switch on the side. And so I can turn it on and off by the wall switch alone, as long as that pilot stays lit. So I'll put some links in the video description that might be helpful to you. Also, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments section. And if you subscribe and want to be notified by more videos that I upload, go ahead and click the little bell icon next to the subscribe button. So I hope your friend gets better soon, recovering from their surgery, and it's not a bad place to be recovering from a surgery. So I'll see you guys next time. Take care.